Oh boy, there's this little attitude that really annoys me, and I'm really sick of it, and it's this certain kind of arrogance. Basically, there are these people who will make a video complaining about how my community has changed, and how all these people that have come in, or people that they once respected, have turned into a particular thing, or the whole people have changed into a certain thing, and it's completely alien to them. It's not what it used to be. And even though these people have engaged in behaviours that they now call out, and continue to engage in behaviours that they call out, and in fact the video that they're making only fuels that kind of thing, and they're kind of aware of it, but they still think, they still say, we're not going to cause any drama here, people, but we're just gonna call out everybody, but then say hashtag not all everybody on this shit that we're projecting onto other people. And of course the people that they're criticising will project back to them about similar things, unless they don't get into that shit, but that's besides the point. Basically, these are the people that get caught up in shit. They do things that are questionable, they've said things that are questionable, they cause shit, they stir shit, and then project it onto everybody else, and then say everybody's changed, and then leave a community. These are the people who are hypocrites. These are people who will cause drama, will cause petty shit, and then have the gall to say that it's everybody else's problem, not theirs. Well, I'm sorry, but no amount of projection will change the things that you've done. You are the problem, yet you're projecting that onto everybody else, or just projecting even more stuff on the people that you fought with who are also exactly like you. You are nothing more than virtue signalers. You're in denial of what you truly are, because you know what you truly are, and you're just trying to pass the blame onto other people. You're also just seemingly demonising a whole group of people, which is so vast, and your clique is so small, that how can you therefore say it's a whole community problem and not just you and whoever you fell out with's problem? I mean, they do bring up some valid points, like how if you're in some kind of political community and you're discussing amongst each other ideas, some people don't like the fact that you're criticising the same side, and other people will take it too seriously and think that it's drama when people are just disagreeing. I agree, that happens, but what these people get themselves into is not that. That's the thing, they like to make it out about the facts, they like to make it about the serious stuff, when all the shit that they've got into trouble with isn't actually serious, unless they have done some serious shit like doxing, but you get what I mean. They have this arrogance. It's just this way about how they're morally superior to everybody else because they don't think they themselves have done the things that they're accusing these other people of, even though they are doing the things that they're doing, making said videos about how they're leaving communities, leaving groups of friends and cliques and going their own way and ignoring the bad things that they did. It's just those other people's fault. They're better than everybody else, and they will say how all these people are untalented and how they are this and are that, when it just applies to them too. They usually do this because of one or two reasons. One, because they've got into so much shit that people have ostracised them because they cannot stand the actions that they do, or they themselves have ostracised themselves because they're so narcissistic, so arrogant, that they can't see the things that they did wrong and just assume it's everybody else. But then they'll blame everybody else for ostracising them, and they may or may not have done it themselves. And it's just, I don't get that attitude. Like, how ungrateful do you have to be? And let's not forget that these people also expect other people to join in on their crusades to attack other people. Like, I don't care how serious it may or may not be to you, but other people are not expected to call out that shit. Other people should not be expected to attack your enemies or attack things that you don't think are good. Some people just don't want the hassle, and you're never going to change their minds over that. Likewise, you should start trying to own your own shit and not lecture other people on owning their own shit, because that makes you a hypocrite. That makes you unself-aware. Unless you are self-aware about it, then you're just a little scumbag. And also, they will say about how this community is not what it used to be, and basically make this weird argument and paint this picture of a community that never was. That it never was like that. That they'll say all the positive things about a community and how that was what it used to be, and they'll basically exaggerate the positive aspects and then say, oh look, then these people came in, or this attitude started setting in, or something like that, and say, now it's been tainted, it's been destroyed, it's dead, it's gone, it means nothing to me, oh Vienna, and then they have to leave. I mean, they don't want to fix it, they don't want to improve it, they just want to leave. I wonder why you have to leave. I mean, usually when they go on about these community shit, these people usually require other people in order to function, or to have some kind of meaning outside of themselves, because there's nothing inside. Or at the very least, they're a little bit sheepish, they need leaders, and that's fine, whatever. But they paint this picture that isn't true, because as everybody knows, there's never been a time in a community's history or lifetime where there was not drama. It was there from the very beginning, and it'll be there at the very end. There's always going to be negative aspects to the people within said communities, and that's always going to be the case. I don't think any community has started out absolutely perfect, and has been like, this is what we stand for. Oh, now we're all about drama whoring and streaming and making money. Even though that part has always been there. You'll have three types of people. You will have the one who is bullshitting you, but is at the very least nice about it. But then you'll have the bullshit who's just a complete and utter cunt. Yet he's trying to appeal to you. He's trying to appeal that you need to fix this community. You need to join him, while he's calling you all these names, but they'll say hashtag not all, alright? Even though he literally just generalised everybody. And then there's the third person who seems to forget the things that they've done, but are jumping in on that because they think that's a worthwhile cause, when they've done the exact same things they're criticising. And then in the comments you get the exact same people. It's quite funny. It's like a circle jerk in the end of all the people that nobody likes or just doesn't like secretly, who get into drama or have done so and then complain about it. Ultimately, I have no patience for these types of people. I think these people should be called out for their bullshit. They should be criticised. I think these people need to grow up. They need to grow a pair. They need to stop causing shit. They need to stop getting into trouble, and they need to just stick to what they do best, which is either being quiet or making content. Because ultimately, what they're talking about has only happened between them and a small group of people and their fans, which is in itself a small group of people. This is what they do. They have such an arrogance, such a narcissistic view of themselves and their group, that they think that this has affected everybody. That this is something that, if it's happening to them, this is something that they do, although they'll say that they don't do it, and that other people that they're fighting do, that it must therefore have infected everybody else. Well, it hasn't. Because the internet's a big place. Internet communities are massive. Just because you have a problem with other people and these people have a problem with you and you both express these traits doesn't mean that everybody else has those problems or are experiencing those problems. Seriously, gain some perspective. Gain some self-awareness and realise, oh, it's just my personal gripe with a person, not a whole community. Maybe then you might realise that you're being arrogant, you're being narcissistic, and you need to calm down, tone it down, and just keep to the thing that you keep saying you're going to do, like keep to the facts, to the debates. Well, just do that. Just do it. You don't need to just tell me you're going to do it, just do it. Let me see it. Anyway, I've rambled on long enough. This bullshit just annoys the hell out of me. But hey, whatever. You know, what am I going to do? They're going to do what they're going to do, and I'll just sit here with the popcorn. So anyway, until next time, it's been your boy. I'll see you later.